Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. My goodness, the week is going quickly, and I don't know about you, but I could really do the weekend. How are you all doing? I've just realised, do you know what the first thing I do whenever I go live is fiddle with my fringe. It's clearly a bit of a tip for me, isn't it? Hello, and welcome to March Magic, a whole month of live. So I am going live every single morning, and I'm going to be sharing with you each day a different content cue. How exciting. Hi, lovely to see you. So I am live in my group, on my Facebook page, and in my YouTube channel. So if you are joining me, please do come and say hello. But click the little link in the post because I will need you to do that before I can see who you are. But thank you for joining me. Do let me know if you have any questions about social media, because these morning sessions are going to be an opportunity for you to ask anything that is on your mind. But in the meantime, I am going to come up with 31 different, 30. No, I did have a content cue yesterday. 31 different content cues for you to be able to use for your social media. So we're going to try and spark your brain with lots and lots of ideas, so that when you come to create your own content, you're finding it a lot easier. Let me know if there are any particular types of content that you struggle with, because I can make sure I include those in this. I've got about 20, I think. Oh, morning, Fran. I think I've got about 20 ideas. So I would love to hear if you've got any more that you want to add, because we're a bit shy there. We're a bit short. So I need to top up. And I know that I will think of more. It is one of my favourite things to do, is coming up with content ideas. We were on the monthly planning workshop on Tuesday, and we sat down and the ladies were saying how wonderful it was. Just they say one thing, and I just go off on a tangent, thinking of lots and lots of different ideas for posts that they could come up with. And it was the feedback from the ladies just about how that made them feel really great about what they were going to post, and it had given them lots of ideas. So I guess that's what I'm kind of trying to do in this 31 days as well. But if you would like to work with me on a planning session where we come up with ideas specifically for your business, then give me a shout. The next one will be on the 21st of March, so we can get all your content sorted for April. And that includes the Easter holidays. How nice would it be to take the Easter holidays off? But for today, in case you hadn't noticed, in case you've been under a rock or not had time to check your phone yet this morning, it is World Book Day. It's actually not for us. Well, it is. I've dressed James up today because he's in nursery, but Harry's is tomorrow. And it really made me giggle because the head teacher was like, there is no way we're doing World Book Day in the middle of the week, because the kids just go do lally. So they do it on Friday. So Harry's got his tomorrow, and he has decided he's going as Stephen from Minecraft. So he does have a Minecraft book, but do you know what? I'm just of the frame of mind that I'm not going to put any pressure on this. James chose an outfit he wanted to wear. If he hadn't wanted to, I'm not gonna pressure him into do it. But he's been I felt so sympathetic for all the parents who've been worrying about these random ideas that school have come up with. Well, mine's brilliant because they've just said wear pajamas and bring your favourite story. But Harry is absolutely insistent he's going to go as Steve. So having tried to avoid any extra effort, I've now got to try and find a light blue t-shirt for him to wear tomorrow. So I think it might end up being a trip to Asda later on after I've done the school run. But do let me know what your kids have dressed up as. And are you posting about World Book Day on your social media pages? So I've done a post this morning because I used to run the World Book Day campaign for my old employer. So I would create the campaign and then brief the people around the country who were then running the activities. So that was really cool. And I was thinking about it this morning, and I was like, actually, I think that's where my love of campaigns has come from, and strategy and putting a plan together, because I have this experience of doing it for like 600 different people around the country. And my favourite one was The Dinosaur That Pooped. So every year we featured a book in our activity, and I think it was 2015. It might have been 2014, but we did The Dinosaur That Pooped, and I now read those stories to the boys. So it's funny how the world works out like that. But I would love for you to share your World Book Day. The way you're tapping it into your business would be really interesting. Fran, of course, has a wonderful World Book Day event going on in her group. So Fran is from Wingfield Designs, and if you are an author, She is a lady that you need to get in touch with. So she is doing a World Book Day event today, promoting book covers, but there's so much more to it in her group than that. She is helping people put their dream of becoming an author to life, basically. So her group is Wingfield Design. So if you are an author, or like me, you want to be one day, then do check out her group. And I will be speaking at 11 o'clock, no, 1 o'clock, isn't it? 1:30. I am popping into the group to talk about how to share stories about yourself. Funnily enough, that's the topic I'm going to do tomorrow. But I would love for you to, particularly if you are an author, come and join me in Fran's group, and we're going to talk about how to sort of find the ideas for posts from your own story, because sometimes that can be really daunting. So somebody else has shared a reel made about postnatal books. Fabulous. What a great idea. And I've got a feeling I know who that is. So that's a really great idea. Well done, you. Yes. So getting back to today's tip, awareness days. As you can see, my advice on it is to make sure it fits with your business. So the very first thing, after you've done the content prompt from yesterday, which is clarify your business goals, know your ideal client really well, and decide what product you're promoting, then a really good next step is to have a look at what awareness days there are and see which ones you can tap into. Now, when I do this exercise, when I do my planning workshop, what I actually do is get people to think about their own key dates first. So as an example, the closing date to join my 12-week course is going to be on the 31st of March. There isn't an awareness day on that day, but 2 days before is Moms and Pops Small Business World Day, something like that. So I'm going to tap into that to celebrate parents who run small businesses, and use that as the sort of like the climax of my promotion for my 12-week course. So I know what my own key date is, and I'm just having a look to see if there's anything else that taps into it that I could use to amplify my own message. So that is the first thing I'm going to say to you in this content queue, is I want you to make sure that if you are using awareness days, you prioritize your business. Don't try and shoehorn your promotion into the messaging of an awareness day. Make sure it fits what you want. And then the second thing is try and think outside the box. Everybody is talking about World Book Day today. And don't get me wrong, I love seeing all the pictures of the kids. Too cute. I love it. And the ideas that some of the bigger ones have come up with are incredible. It's absolutely amazing to see it all happening. So sharing that, absolutely, definitely, like, of course you've got to, but it is a really nice idea to be able to use your business content to tap into that conversation about World Book Day. So definitely advise that you do that, but I want you to have a think outside the box. What can you do that is a bit different to what everyone else is doing? So for example, rather than sharing kids what they're doing, think I know who that is, but the lady who has commented has shared postnatal books. One of the other ladies that I work with has shared the book that she's written, the business book. You might have, I shared my story of the book campaign, the World Book Day campaign that I used to run, because that was something that related to my business. So just have a little bit of a think outside the box, just to try and be a little bit different from everybody else, to stand out alongside all the other messaging that's out there. So you're tapping into a conversation, but you are making it your own. And that is the most important thing. So whatever you are doing for World Book Day, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that you see some success on your post today, because it's definitely a chance to get engagement, reach higher, and engagement growing, and also just a chance to get to know people. I've already seen posts today of the people that I knew were in other groups that I was in, but I've actually been able to have a chat with them. Like, I've actually been able to get to know a bit more about them, and I'll be able to start chatting with them now. So yeah, grow your reach, grow your engagement, grow your connections with awareness days, but always make sure that you think outside the box. By the way, one of the things that you could do, you might need to help with that, I do a monthly content planner PDF. So it is an A4 PDF, which actually is 2 pages, which has the days. Actually, it's 3. Forget about that. So it's got steps on how to create your plan. It's got a list of awareness days and awareness months that you might want to tap into. And then it's got the plan. So for those of you who like to work on pen and paper, you can then write out your plan. So a really good way of making sure you are seeing all the awareness days that you have that you could use for your business. I don't put every single one on there because I double check they're real. I double check that they're going to be worth using. So there's a lot of random ones out there that aren't linked officially to a bigger business and don't have a proper website and things like that. So I verify them, I check they're worth your effort, and I do specifically select ones that I think will be relevant for parents and who their audiences tend to be. So I like to think I know you guys quite well by now. So I do have a think about what awareness days you can use. So often I'll be creating my planner and I will think of specific people who it could really be relevant for. So if you would like a copy of that planner, let me know in the comments. I also have a Trello version of it, which I absolutely adore. So if you'd rather do the planning on your phone, let me know. But in the meantime, like I say, do let me know if you've got any topics that you would like me to cover in 31 days of lives. Each day is going to be a content queue, but I want to know from you which topics you want me to cover. And then finally, one small plug, just a reminder that I am looking for women to come into my group and go live in a chat with me about their business, about how they help other women, and about how social media is helping those achieve those goals. So if you would like to go live in my group, which has very nearly got 1,000 women in it, to come and share your business mission and how social media is helping you achieve it, please do let me know. I'd love to come and hear your story. I'd love to amplify it in my group, and I'd just want to share with the world how we can help each other. So that is my goal with International Women's Day. And if you don't want to come live or you're not going to be able to, I hope you can catch the videos that we've got going on that day. So join me tomorrow. I'm going to cover stories about your business and how to decide which ones of those to share. I had a reason for doing that tomorrow, probably because it's Follow Friday. I think that was my thinking with it. But do let me know if you have any topics. Fran, I know you had a really good idea. I'll have to scroll back to my live and make sure I've included that one. But in the meantime, thank you for joining me. There's been lots of you on today, so I hope that sparked a little bit of interest, a little bit of inspiration for you. And do let me know if you'd like the March planner so that you can have a look at what awareness days you can tap into. There are so many in March. I will see you all tomorrow morning. It might be slightly earlier than 10 because James and I are off to Music Bugs, but I will always aim for these to be about 10. Thank you for joining me. I will speak to you all very soon.